Thanks for having us. Hospitality and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
CrossFit Veer.
Like the space.
Yeah. How long have you had this one?
We are 11 and a half years in. So
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, yeah. Have y'all been here that long?
September this year will be 12 years.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What did you say? How we been
You
here?
been here this long?
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 suites. So
Okay.
originally when we started, we just had suite number 1, which if you look in the back, it's just that little back corner. So
Okay.
like literally
Yeah.
our entire first almost 2 years was just
Just
that
a
little
little
space
corner.
back there.
Heck yeah.
Because they had built out all the offices and bathrooms as like a spec suite.
Yeah.
But they never used it before. It was just sitting empty since 2008. And so when we came in, we originally wanted to do like the open space and just build our own.
Yeah.
But that really wasn't going to work out with them or financially. And so we just ended up taking the one as is, but they wouldn't let us do anything. Like we couldn't tear anything out. We couldn't move anything. So we just
Interesting.
had to use that little back. I mean, that's maybe 1,200 square feet back
Yeah.
there. So there was times like we probably had, I think we had 3 girls at that time that were about 5 foot or just under, like 4'11".
Yeah.
And so like overhead squats, snatches, whatever, we would put them under the rig. Because even overhead, they wouldn't hit anything.
Yeah.
So like the little 6 foot space right there, we would just be like, all right, whatever, go under the rig. And,
Sally.
and they were perfectly fine because they were so
whatever.
small.
Yeah.
Well, plus
So-
you're teaching efficiency there, right?
No,
Like, making
yeah,
sure
like,
the
hey, keep
movements are
everything
good.
close. You
Yeah.
can't hit anything. But yeah, it was just so funny because overhead, they still wouldn't hit anything. So it didn't matter what we did just to get more room so we didn't have people killing each other.
Yeah.
We'd be like, all right, we're not going to use the rig today. So like get under the rig and just put your
Efficiency
bar
of
under there.
space.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was
Love
like,
that.
I remember we've got photos in there where, we've got 15 people doing overhead squats and they're just like, and you're just
Tight.
like, realistically in a perfect world, that's pretty dangerous and maybe we shouldn't do that. But, when you're first year in, you're just
It's
like,
CrossFit,
hey, we got to
baby.
make it work.
Yeah,
We
That's it.
got to make it work.
Solutions,
It's
figure out
CrossFit.
our way. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we grew pretty fast. So about 2 years in, we started talking with the building because originally we were the only business in this entire building. And
Oh,
so
wow, yeah.
this, like from here over was just empty warehouse space. And so we just started talking about expanding and they were fine with it. So
Okay.
we moved into this.
I love it.
So yeah, we've been in this whole space for, almost
A handful, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What
awesome.
made you want to open up a CrossFit affiliate?
Well, I was a business partner in another gym before that, and I really enjoyed that, but it didn't really work out that well, which a lot of partnerships do. And at that point, it was kind of like an ugly breakup. But so I actually it was about a year off where I really just wanted to like go get my workout and go home. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even really participate. Like I went to a different gym just to get my workout in and I wouldn't even socialize or anything. Like I was so jaded from how the other thing broke up that I was like, look, I'm coming in, I'm getting my workout done, I go home. I don't talk to anyone. I don't care about building a relationship. I just wanted to get my workout in and go home. And I did that for a year. And then I had always had people that were like, hey, we really liked when you were, running the gym or helping.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot of whispers in my ear. And I really enjoyed it when I was doing it.
Mm.
And so at that point, it was like maybe start exploring if opening a gym made any sense.
Heck yeah.
And so that took another, maybe 6 months to a year between figuring out financing, finding a place. Like you'd be surprised. It's really hard to find places that will let you open a gym.
Oh yeah.
Like
100%.
I say this to people all the time. It's like I called up this one guy who was like a building manager and I was like, hey, we want to open a fitness space. I didn't even say CrossFit. I just said a fitness space, whatever. And he goes, we don't want your kind here. And I was like, whoa. Like, first of all, what does that even mean?
That's
Right.
such an aggressive
Right.
statement.
I was like,
It's
I was
such
like,
an aggressive
I
statement.
feel so, I don't even know what to, I had this moment of silence where I'm like, what just happened? Like, I don't want your kind here. I even asked him to explain. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, we had like a gymnastics gym like in the building at one point and we just had really bad experience. I'm like, okay, well, we're not doing gymnastics, but just like anything that had to do with like physical
They
anything,
didn't
he
want
was
it.
like, we're not
we're
doing
good.
it. And I was like, all right, fine.
Dang.
But we actually came here twice and they originally said no. And so it was weird. Like we had a long process of just trying to find a space.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot harder than you think to even find a place that'll let you open up a gym and run it. But
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of heard that with like a couple other affiliates is like the idea of like even like whenever that lease comes up to renew, there's like a lot of conversations and stuff like that. It's just like a really weird environment with that.
I feel like also I've heard people have weird experiences like that with a space like this being attached to like businesses next door.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't do anything on this wall.
Yeah.
Like you can't wall ball over here.
Right.
Like there's places like, I mean, I see it on Instagram. Like I have friends that are photographers at other gyms all over the world. And they're like, anytime they drop a barbell, they're like dropping it on some pads.
Yeah. I mean, we've been lucky because like I said, when we first opened or for the first few years, there was really no neighbors. And then the neighbors that we do have, it's a karate studio.
Oh, there you
and
go.
so they've been pretty good. Like the original owners of it were a little bit hard to work with at the beginning, but they since sold it.
Yeah.
And so then the new guys that own it are totally, I mean, they're loud too. They drop in mats and they, you know, they have like these little party nights with the kids. And so they're bumping their music too. So realistically, it's been a pretty good solution to not have to worry about it. But yeah, we've heard nightmare stories too. I mean, we still don't use that wall. So it's a 100-foot wall that we can't use.
Yeah, for sure.
But we've just made it as best as possible. Like we just put all of our equipment on that side. And we just don't use that wall. But I would say we're like a typical like family gym. I mean, we definitely have younger kids and people that want to push themselves and compete. But I would say the majority of our memberships, just everyday common folk that are like, you know, they might want to be a little bit competitive, but they're not really like pushing themselves to the extreme about things. I mean, you know, it's even to the point where, you know, we'll have muscle up days or something and it'll be like, all right, you know, if you want to work on it, and everyone's kind of like, you know, do I need to know how
necessary is
right, do I need to know how to do a ring muscle up? Like, is it really going to be part of it? And, you know, you have some people that are like personally motivated, like they want to learn it. And so they'll either spend more time off to the side or they'll, you know, ask a coach like, hey, can you give me some tips during the workout? So we're always there to help people out. And all of our coaches are pretty good about, you know, not only knowing how to do it themselves, but also how to coach the various levels of it. But my other thing too is like, I don't like it when gyms shy away from stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like people that are like, hey, we're not going to Olympic lift because people don't like it. It's like, no, like you should be able to
That's
go
CrossFit.
through. Right. So to me, I would say we're pretty old school CrossFit in the sense of how we program, how we, you know, talk to our members and make sure that they understand that they're going to be doing all those things. Yeah. And if they don't want to do all those things, they either don't come that day or they eventually stop coming. Because it's like, we're going to keep doing it. We're not going to shy away from it. And then, of course, we modify everything, right? So if we have ring muscle ups that day, we do, you know, lower ring progressions and stuff like that for everybody else. And I still think that they get a lot of good work out of that, even if they're not, quote unquote, ever going to do a ring muscle up.
For sure.
So.
No, I love the old school principles. I mean, that's the foundation. And I feel like that gets lost a lot of the ways, you know, because everyone's like, oh, I want to try to be like a top athlete. And like, let's bring it back a little bit into like why we actually like even stepped foot like how many years ago. Like
I could go off on so many tangents.
You know what I mean? Though, yeah. It's just like I
can say one word: zone work.
Yeah, like you know all that kind of stuff. But no, that's cool. So we covered like that kind of stuff. I want to transition into the creative aspect.